back to our coverage of the indoor cricket at Alderton Sports Hall. The game is about to begin. Keele have elected to bat first, which has gone against what they've done winning last 2 seasons, isn't that right?
Yeah, Keele have won the last 4, and in 3 of them they batted second, which gives them a preference for chasing rather than staying a score.
Do you reckon it was the correct choice to bat first?
I think that our captain's made the right decision. I hope that they can get a high score on the cards at the moment, and that put pressure on stats when it comes to them.
Well, the first ball has just gone and it's gone down leg, and it's been called a wide ball, which I believe is 3 runs
and no extra ball. Yeah. So we were discussing this a little bit earlier, just before the game. Me and James, what, as someone who's played indoor cricket, is a good run rate or total to aim for in a 10-over game?
Yeah, we're looking at hopefully 10 runs and over would be ideal, but at the same time, it's a quick game and anything can happen. So it can.
Second ball goes off for 1 at the side ball.
Nice cut shot there, played late by Nick. Many of you will know him as Nick Reed, the enigmatic man.
Good field from Staffs, saving the run.
That's the kind of thing you need when you're on the bowling side, preventing just those easy runs going on top of the ball. It must not be easy diving around on this hard floor.
And going behind for 1, does that still count as 1 if you hit it behind?
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Yep. He's playing a lot on the back foot, interestingly.
Yeah, back to the hardness of the floor. It's certainly uncomfortable when you're falling over, and we end up with a lot of rips in our trousers. So
yeah, I can imagine really diving around can make it quite difficult.
Less preferable to grass, definitely.
And have you had any experience yourself playing in front of a crowd of around this size? I would guess around nearly 50 people.
No, I haven't. I've been unlucky enough yet to play for Varsity, so I'm looking forward to my next year, hopefully. And
that won't have any adverse effect on any of the Keele staff lads?
Oh, I hope to see that Keele will use the crowd and they'll get sat in comfortable.
I think for 4 runs in their first over, heavy edge off that last ball though, dropped by the wicketkeeper.
Chances that should be taken, especially when you've got a dangerous man like Nick in the crease. Rashid now facing.
Now play off the inside of the gloves. I'm going to hold this thing up. Going into the second over now. Keele on 6 runs, so far 6 off the first over. Leg umpire running onto the pitch now. It looks like, yep. Leg umpire is now here.
Rashid marking his crease, which doesn't seem to make much sense on the hard floor, but maybe it's just a ritual.
It's all in his head.
Oh, and it is out. Bowls off his first ball. That is not a good start to the second over here.
Staffs there.
Staffs right in.
Excited first ball there.
And there is a dance.
Played all around, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, that's not a good start to the second over. Or Rashid's innings.
It's a very good ball from their bowler.
And just clip the top of the bails. Send them flying.
So it's Matt Cartmel at the crease. Early wicket there.
Ball by Sid Mystery.
Mystery,
yeah.
First ball, he's had a good start.
It's a solid start.
Matt Cartmel might be slightly nervous now. But unfortunately, it's not really a game when there's only 10 overs where you can hover around and play yourself in.
You can't wait for confidence. And that's first ballers. Left to go past. Good bowling from Staff so far.
Tight bowling.
Really limiting Keele's runs quite a lot. Still only 6 off the first over and 2 balls. Ball comes in. Lovely struck for 1.
If they were in a proper field there, I would think that would have ran away for 4. But unfortunately, in this game, it's only for 1 run.
But look, well struck, and it's going to go a little way to helping build up some confidence.
Yeah.
Hit.
Another dot ball sharp fielding there by the Staff fielders.
So 1 run, if you actually run, counts as 2 in this.
Yes, if you hit the wall.
Yeah. Or no, if you don't hit the wall, but you get a run.
Ah, fair.
Ooh.
Another good ball there.
Well taken by the keeper. But does a bye that hits the back wall and not taken by the keeper count as a run?
If it comes off the back wall.
Yeah. Okay.
If they were to run between the creases as well,
yes,
that would be
2
more runs.
Yeah. Oh! Big edge, but onto the back wall for a run. That's now.
It's slip fielding something that isn't very much present in indoor cricket?
No, it's because of the closeness of the hall. People try and stand and slip. You're going to lose so many balls over to the other side. So.
Well, it's one of those things though, you're only really going to get the big runs if you're playing straight, leading to more chances with the edge. It's an interesting tactic there. And it also causes a bit of issue when you haven't really got your eye on the ball as a batsman and you're wanting to score runs. The only real way forward is to be attacking and approach the ball instead of waiting for it.
You only get it driving forwards, not to the sides for the big runs. Now on 8 for 1 of the first 2 overs. That's a run rate of 4 on over so far. So hoping to see it get picked up here pretty quickly.
I'm sure Nick will do something about that very soon.
Hopefully a few big strong overs.
Yeah. Nick's been in this position before. He's played Varsity before. He knows what's
good bowling from Staffs. Strong bowling from the Staffs captain now, Lyle Kirkham. Dot ball of his first ball of the innings of the over. Strong bowling, another dot ball. That's a wide ball.
Is there not much leeway about balls going on the leg side? Is that automatically a wide in similar essence to one day?
Similar respect, yeah.
I mean, we don't really want the ball being smashed off leg side into the Staffs pit. As funny as that would be.
No.
Another shot being edged around the first slip head.
So that is now 4 off this over if that was a wide. So
you can see that he's trying for that shot. He's trying to play it. He's trying. He's back wall, and he'd get 4 off the wall or 6 if he's lucky.
He's striking confidently at it. Ooh, into the door. That's another run.
Shot that he opened the door.
It's powerful strikes.
I have to say, as primarily a bowler or batsman, what are you two? You're a bowler.
I was a spin bowler, yeah.
And I was a batsman.
Would you rather be a batsman or a bowler in this situation?
That's a very good question. I think if you can play the pockets and you can pick out the gaps that there are in this fielding, then definitely a batsman. I think bowling on this hard floor is
it is harder.
Especially as a,
go for a run. As a spin bowler, it would be a pain, yeah. So if you manage to hit it off a wall and get a run, does that give you 3 for that ball?
It is 3 runs.
Oh yeah, so that's well struck and well run.
Yeah.
I was a disgraceful batsman when I played. Played for about 6 years. Oh, and bowled the ball. Excellent ball.
Not the Dale Stain there, I have to say.
Not these stumps right over.
Yeah, that's Matthew Cottonell out.
That's really causing issues for Keele.
That's now 2 wickets.
Slightly overconfident. The ball was skipping along the ground.
Was a
through the guard.
excellent bullet over ball, just knocking over the stumps and just bowls him out. But yeah, I think in the 6 years I played, my record in batting was 8.
Okay.
That was 2 4s in 4 balls, and then I got out.
You used to start at 11 then.
Yeah, if that.
It's something that you either can do or can't do, I feel.
Yeah, I was a good spin bowler, but I was just a disgraceful batsman. So I'd definitely not rather be batting in this situation.
I was incredibly mediocre at both skills, unfortunately.
But
so we've got Michael Desmond, who is the captain of the Varsity squad and our first team.
Number 22 coming into bat.
Experience, if I am correct, for Worcester.
So hopefully
you'll know what it's like to be.
Hopefully Desmond and Rees.
When the team are low on scoring, but high on wickets.
16-2 now, still at a slightly higher run rate now. I'm not going to do 16 divided by 3 because that's way too much maths to do in my head. But got a ball on the first ball here.
The first ball, this guy doesn't have the zip of the previous 3 balls.
Matt Sellers, number 95 now, bowling for Staffs.
As Nick, the more experience of the batsman, might have to take advantage here and try and play a bit.
Can
more.
he hit around?
Get some runs on the ball.
Hit around the less pacey bowler. And 2 dot balls off the first of this over. 3 dot balls now coming out. Well taken, stopping that bye onto the back wall. Now that's 3 dot balls off this over. Want to get a few big hits in as we come into the last 3 balls. 4 dot balls now.
This is gonna. You can tell he's getting a bit frustrated.
This is going to start shaking confidence.
You've got to keep yourself steady-headed here. Just try and get contact with the ball, even if it's not going for a 4.
This could be shaking confidence a bit. Quick ball coming in, and it's off for 1.
So it's those kind of shots that you really need to play. Just get it a little bit softer, pop it in that pocket, and then they can try for a run.
Yeah.
it's really tricky when it comes off two walls to kind of anticipate it as a fielder and where it's going to fall. So
I have to say, it's not really a game where stopping is going to be a likely way of getting out. So you've got to feel like you could probably risk going forwards with the ball and try and attack the ball, because the ball is zipping so hard that the area in which the keeper's catching it is nearly chest high.
Somewhat like the last few overs of the 2020 when you've got some wickets in hand, just kind of go for it.
But you don't necessarily have to go for it even if you're walking forward. You try and get to the pitch of the ball, play straight, you're more likely to be able to get contact and
to get onto that forward wall and get around you.
Stumping is very difficult to do in indoor cricket.
18 for 4 off 2 now. 18 for 2 off 4, apologies. 6 overs left to really pick up a lot of runs.
Yeah, you can tell why people enjoy watching this kind of cricket.
Shot.
It's such a quick game.
It's so fast paced. It's how 2020. 2020 has a lot higher viewership, I imagine, than Tests, just because it's a lot easier to watch and get into. Unless you're really a fan of cricket, then Tests can be a bit slow and arduous.
I have to say,
2 off this over so far, off 2 balls.
As a batsman, indoor cricket could probably be quite frustrating, because there's been 2 good shots that are very well executed,
that would have been
played, and there would have been a poor run easy on any other format, and then you're not really rewarded. And that would have been a beautiful cover drive, but unfortunately it's just a 1 run, and the bowler would be happy with that.
Yeah.
Which is why, especially on Tuesdays when we train for indoor, it's prevalent when we're practicing in here to make sure those shots that look brilliant in the nets don't actually end up getting many runs in.
Just want to make note, although not a wicket ball, that was an absolutely fantastic Yorker there.
Yeah, and well stopped by the fielder for no runs there. So still 3 or 4 in this over. Left by the batsman, another double. Wide ball, 3 more runs, doubling the run rate for this over so far. Keele fans really getting into it. At this point, any runs are good runs. We need to rack them up quite quickly.
It's a key part of this format, in that you can't just be giving away runs like that. I think a lot of the runs today have been off wide balls, and
there's been 3 wide balls so far. So that's 9 runs. So that's half the runs that they got in the last few overs. Yeah. There's another 6 off that over, I believe. Wait for the score to come up, but
Nick and Mike having a quick conversation about their tactics. I'm sure
what do you reckon they'll be saying?
I can imagine that they're thinking they need to get some more runs down, and they're looking at the scoreline, they're looking at how many overs are left, and they're wondering just pick up the pace.
Doing 10 overs is halfway through the innings now.
How many batsmen are left?
4.
4 more batsmen, and how many of them are capable of turning the game?
You know the team better.
They came in.
Yeah, no, we've got
how many strong batsmen?
We've got Wallace come in. Kieran Patel, he should be. He's off Russia, and he's come from the county side, so he's looking strong. I mean, he plays lots of other sports as well. He's playing hockey, he's playing badminton, but he really enjoys his racket sports, and his hand-eye coordination should show.
Would you say he's similar to Josh Butler in that respect?
In that respect,
You say hockey and badminton?
He does.
That's quite coincidence. They are the 3 sports I played as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There must be something about.
Yeah, those 3 sports. 24 or 5 now for 2. So is it maybe time that we start thinking about maybe risking a few wickets to go a bit bigger and try and get some more runs?
Yeah.
You've got to be thinking that way as well. I've managed to have the pleasure of witnessing Nick in the nets and everything like that, and he seems a bit more confident in the nets, maybe because the wicket isn't that much to fall, but he's playing very late today. And that's not really going to get you the run.
No, we're slotting a lot away for singles at the moment.
Like,
but
the ball's going to skip as soon as the ball's there. It's not going to stay. It's not going to give you the opportunity to play that drive.
A lot of the balls are going away for singles, but if you really want to get up those big runs and have a chance,
just wide of keeper there.
Then we need to start getting some of those bigger runs. It's another over.
Keele they've fielded well in the past. They were playing in the Super 8s down in Southampton for the Bucks finals against the likes of Exeter University. They were playing against Coventry, and although they saw a difficult few matches there, they feel that their fielding was really what kept them up there. And let's hope that in the end of it, that they look and they see how it's going.
Yeah, well, yeah. Being in that Super 8's got to give them knowing that they are a capable team, they've got to give some confidence that maybe they can bounce back from this rocky start.
Well, I would assume the staff are aware of that. They reached that kind of level and they might be nervous themselves, but you have to say credit to staff.
good
They
bowling.
have risen up to the occasion.
They have. Their bowling so far and
Been
fielding
the
has
best
been
side
excellent.
so
Yeah, their bowling in here has been an excellent, and now we've got
The bowling has been
Mystery
incredibly efficient and
on the bowling again, number 24 for stats.
out teasing the edge consistently throughout the game.
I think it definitely is time that Keele start risking a few wickets to just try and get some runs on the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit but for a dot ball still. That's still 0 of this over so far, 3 balls.
No, they're keeping it very tight in the fielding, and it's very good play from staff.
Another dot ball. Their bowling has been on point as well. Other than a few extras, they've really been strong.
I'm guessing this is the only opportunity that Keele and Staffs get to play each other throughout the year because of the different mix-up in the...
Oh, and that's Nick Reeves out.
Didn't feel like he needed to rush it.
Nick Reeves calls for a run, goes for it. Our batsman doesn't want to, and
You have to say, I
Reeves just
agree
doesn't
with
get back in
Desi
time.
There is a bit of a suicidal run. Nick Reeves isn't the most sprightly of characters between the wickets.
and
And he's paid for it there.
He's a bit of an
Yeah.
insurmountable
It was a,
kind of character.
they do need to be.
We've got Kieran Patel in it. Just
They
coming for Nick.
They do need to be going for those runs, but maybe not those specific ones.
Definitely.
Staffs will be absolutely delighted.
Staffs are going to be thrilled with their first 2 overs there.
And especially if this continues on and they show that they're proud to the bat, they can manage to get the Varsity score from 4-0 to 4-2.
And shout for a caught behind there, but I think it's a bottom edge onto the floor. And that's a maiden over, I think, which is not what we want at all for this Keele team.
Maiden over is very impressive, though. I have to say.
It is.
especially
It's
in indoor cricket,
yeah. It's
so-
very strong. Oh no, it wasn't. There was 1 extra.
But still, anything under like 6 runs.
So now on 32 for 3 off of 7 overs, and it's time for Keele to have a strong chat, I think, about what they're going to be doing. Patel now up to the crease for batting.
It's good to see that Mike's Desmond's still in, and I mean, as captain, he'll be able to go through the motions. I mean, he's played Varsity last year, so.
And you were just talking about Patel, hoping that maybe once he came in, could back up a score.
Yeah.
Good effort on the fielding, but Patel's first ball goes off for 1 on the side.
I have to say, there's been an effect throughout this Varsity of the captains showing and leading their way. Like Tom Lindsay in the basketball, in the last minute, if you got to catch that, hit 3 absolutely clutch points, and Desi keeping his head strapped on here to make sure that he doesn't give his wicket away cheaply, so they can last throughout the innings. The captain of the football and the rugby also played well in their respective
Yeah.
schools.
Well taken by the fielder. I mean, their bowling and fielding innings here has been incredibly on point. Their performance has been very
energy
strong.
as well that they're showing and they're supporting each other.
But even after
There's been a lot
I think
of
that will stop there.
there's a lot of staff support here today, which is good to see from the Staffordshire.
Yeah, there's the staff's drummer, but not sure how much he's actually been drumming.
I have to say, you can tell by just the body language between the 2 teams. The batsmen seem frustrated.
Another run
been
there.
a single boundary yet. And
Even when giving away runs, if there's a good effort, like the one fielder ran over high 10, the other one just keeping their morale up, and I think that's the kind of thing Keele needs to start getting done.
the amount,
Keeping their morale up and just trying to get those runs in.
the amount of runs that the staff have managed to concede throughout the first 7.
Another one away
they'll
from
be
Patel.
taking ones at every ball they'd be willing to do. They're just going to be protecting
They're going to have a. If it keeps like this, they're going to have a very safe batting innings.
Would you say throughout the indoor season so far, that this is the longest Keele have gone without scoring a boundary?
I would say actually, and I think obviously it must be the pressure or the day or the morning, but there is something about this game.
Not hate to say it, but it doesn't so far look like the performance of the Super 8 team.
You're right, and I hope that when they come to field that they can prove themselves.
They can bring it round.
I have great faith in Keele University Cricket Club, and I hope that.
I have faith in Keele University, so I hopefully they can bring it round in their batting, in their bowling, and show that how they got good shot off the leg side, and show how they got to that Super 8.
Were there any matches that were similar to this that Keele managed to scrape through, maybe not posting a score that they wished to, and then managing to reclaim it by bowling just as well as the
That was a wide ball, I believe. Another 3 runs.
No, they've had a few matches. In fact, they were lucky to get through from the group stages for Bucks on their run rate, and because of that, they're really looking to convert that.
Oh, lovely edge off to them on.
Shot,
But
indoor.
again, we're just going for ones. It's lovely form and lovely shots, but it's just for one at the moment, which is not what we need to rack up a good score.
Lovely cricket shots, but not lovely indoor cricket shots. Ooh, played all around it. I think he did a Chinese cut there, in between his legs.
So far we'll be on 40 at the end of this over, and I only have 1 over left after that, if they are doing 10, which I believe they are.
It's going to be close.
What would you say is, at this position, what would you say is the par score that Keele really need to reach for? And as that is a beautiful Yorker.
It's a great Yorker.
I think if they can touch 50, that would be a
Defend the ball score.
and defend from that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hope so.
Again, a lovely shot, but only off for 1.
That's looking nice and tight in the fielding.
Is this the final over, I believe?
Yes, that was the 9th. Yes, that's looking tight in fielding and bowling, and just as a team, they're looking very confident and happy with themselves, which you cannot blame them for.
Well, we are on 42 for 3 and going to
9 overs, so
you've got to
if you're hoping that we want to get about 8 this over and hit that 50,
I like that.
which I think would be our highest scoring over. So
one thing Keele have done since losing 2 early wickets is they've managed to contain wickets, and now they've got a final over. They can afford to lose wickets now. They can go for it. I would like to see some.
they've got 3 wickets in hand.
The wall.
That'd be ambitious shots.
Yeah,
The one issue with dropping wickets is that you don't get the runs from them. So.
yeah.
An interesting shot to play in the last over.
We're actually on 43.
It's going to be wide.
Apparently,
Sorry.
we're actually on 43, not 42. Apparently,
43.
that changed.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Good runs, off for 2.
Well run there.
Saw an opportunity and took it swiftly, and that was good stuff.
This is where they have to keep the pressure up. Keep running down the crease. You can afford to risk it. So.
If you're not going to get a run off that ball anyway.
You might want to keep an eye on Patel and see how much he's backing up here. You will see that he's nearly going down to the halfway of the crease just to be able to get the extra runs in that they definitely need.
Yeah, he's really going. Still just 2 of this over so far. Another dot ball.
Very well.
Patel really preparing there.
Over here, you're going to be happy if you're the bowler.
I think this is little blunder there and just passing the ball around.
Sure, staffs aren't minding too much.
Nah, he laughed it off.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Ooh, dived in by Patel. Good fielding, almost hit, but
Athletic dive there from Patel.
Good commitment to the cause.
Batsmen are comparing.
I believe it may actually be more than 10 overs then. We might have been lied to, because that was in fact 10 overs.
Just having a quick conversation with the skipper.
How many overs are you normally looking at in an indoor game?
It can vary game to game. There you go, it's 51 for 3 at the moment, so.
Off 9.
Well, they managed to get.
We've hit that 50.
Over.
Yeah,
You can get
they did get that 8 that we were
60,
saying.
then you can say that they've fought back into this game. But I would still say Stats would be the happier of the 2 if that happened.
Yeah. Lovely shot, lovely run.
Nice backing up there.
Good fielding to stop it going off to that ball.
Nice
Really-
by Desi to get himself.
We're really looking just for that play there and pulled it off perfectly.
It's really interesting from stats. If they were let that, it was great fielding. If they were to let that go, that would have been an extra run off the wall. So.
Would it have gone for 4 if it had hit the back wall?
No,
or would it just been a run?
Yeah, because it's an overthrow.
Oh, okay.
Really
I have to
interesting.
say there hasn't been much movement around the crease by the batsman, even trying to open space on the offside or their leg side. It's been fairly static.
Oh, and well taken by the fielder.
That was the first.
That was a lovely shot. First really risk of a boundary from Keele here.
First thought that would look like it was going to go to the opposite wall.
But beautifully stopped by the fielder.
More like that. And
and that's a good snap for a wicket, and he is out. Patel is
I
out.
was saying earlier it must be difficult to get something, but
That was very quick by the wicketkeeper. Very close for Patel to get back into his crease, but
massive inches there. But the umpire confidently gives the thing.
Keele now with 2 wickets left. Leave that now on 54 for 4. Stats having a little conference as the batsmen do the same. So if you were the bowling team here, what would you be saying?
I think keep what they've been doing. I think they need to keep it close. They need to keep it tight. Their bowls have been very good. They've not given away too many wides, which in indoor cricket is a big thing. I mean, you can get, like we know, 3 runs off a wide, and that's the same as hitting the wall and running. So long as they can afford not to do that, they'll be doing brilliantly for the next few runs.
Same question about the Keele skipper. What do you think he's going to be saying to his new batsman here?
That's a good question. I think he's going to be talking to Alex Waller over there, who's our club captain, and I think he's going to be telling him he needs to push again, do a similar job. I think the partnership between Desmond and Patel were really good for the short time that it lasted. So.
Yeah.
But it's indoor cricket, so that's what happens.
Yeah, but just before Patel got out, they were doing well, really just looking for those ones and then those runs across the wicket. It's another 3 runs onto the Keele total.
Not much room for error with the bowlers on the offside.
No. I think with such a smaller pitch, it's you have to be a bit stricter. Oh,
played all around that there.
hit him in the
get back and
hit him in the other leg.
Umpire's coming for a quick conversation.
Let's have a chat.
Another over.
57 for 4 off 11 now. Racking up a bit of a score, but racking up a bit of a score, but it's still a slow bit of a score.
Well, most of our commentating has been based on the idea that it's been a 10-over game, but they've exceeded this. But
we asked,
doing some of our research before the game, asking the
excellent running by Keele, another 3 runs off of that ball.
Asking some of the Keele players who hadn't been selected in the game, they're saying they're playing Staffordshire indoor cricket rules, which incidentally I do not know.
So James has just gone.
James
12 overs, so this is the last over, and that is another wicket, and Waller. I don't know who's out here. Both were running. I think Desmond was.
I have to say, Waller's going to have to be the one giving up the wicket there.
Or wait, there was definitely a running out there. Or was
for some reason both players
are still in? Any idea what might be going on right here? Okay. Lovely shot, lovely run. Number 3. This is in fact the last over then, because this is the 12th.
So there's a lot of confusion about what rules we're playing here, because apparently when I asked Will Such, another Keele cricket player, they were playing Staffordshire rules, which I do not understand.
We were maliciously lied to about 10 overs.
Like I said, it varies game to game, so that's another brilliant.
Lovely running. This last over here, they're really putting in some work. Getting 3 runs almost every ball, which is really what we want, to rack up a better score.
Can you hazard a guess for why that run out? Have we run out of players?
I can only nobody retired, so
no, nobody.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Sorry, Waller's still in. Desmond's out, which is why every time they run, they have to swap back again.
Ah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm surprised it went that way round, because I'm not sure who could have been out. They're both going for that.
Desmond was closer, so
he gets.
Yeah. Whoever's closest to the wickets there gets the bells knocked off and they get run out.
That's a shame.
Oh, lovely catch. Oh, good effort on the throw, but
Fantastic. It was fantastic.
it was a good catch, well taken.
That would have been something else. Waller going back to the crease. A lot of pressure on him now, but the innings is dependent on him.
We've got up
getting
to
back on ball.
got to a few good runs now, but it's still a lovely ball, and Waller is bowled out, and I believe that's the end of the Keele innings. I'll be back to one thing.
And it is 68 all out for Keele off 12 and a bit overs. We'll try and work out for you how many overs these games have been played at, but the score to get for Stas is 69 runs. Hello and welcome back to the Alderton Sports Hall for KUBE TV's coverage of the men's indoor cricket. The Keele cricket team have just posted a score of 68 off 12 overs getting all out. So thoughts on the first innings?
It's not the score I